everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lindsay and I bring you content on all things clean beauty and skincare. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to join you. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to join me. Today's video is going to be the best clean beauty of 2018. I'm going to show you all my favorites and put them on my face. Don't forget to check out my other part of this video, which is the best clean skincare of 2018. I will link that below for you guys to check out. Thank you for tuning in and let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's get started. I don't have a favorite primer of the year because I haven't really tried a lot of clean beauty primers, but I guess this is technically a primer. It's what I put on before my foundation. It's the Gressa Minimalist Illuminating Serum. You do have to shake this a lot, which I think is kind of annoying, and the pigment gets stuck in like the dropper. But it is a really beautiful formula to put on before your foundation. It gives you like the most gorgeous glowy look. Here I am just shaking it. That's it right there on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna apply it. This has like a purple pearlescent type of finish to it, which if you have darker skin, it might show up a little weird. I'm not really sure. It is really sheer though. But on me, it kind of just gives me like a glowy. Just makes you look glowy is why I love it. So even though this isn't technically a primer, it is my favorite primer of 2018. Next on to my favorite foundation. You guys probably saw this coming, but it's the Kosas Tinted Oil Foundation. I do have a full review of this. I will link below. Also have a video comparing it to the Gressa Minimalist Serum Foundation. But anyway, this foundation is incredible. It's definitely the most unique foundation I've tried this year. It's also one that I just feel like is so versatile. You can use it every day. It's really easy to apply, or you can use it for like more glam makeup, which is why I really love it. Comes in a ton of shades. I feel like these shades also do a really good job at adapting to your skin tone. So that's why the Kosas Tinted Oil is my favorite foundation this year. You do have to shake this a lot as well, but I do enjoy how it comes with the ball inside of it because it helps to mix up the pigment and it sounds fun. My favorite way to apply this is with my fingers. You can use a sponge if you want. Sometimes I'll go over with a sponge after I'm done. Like, this is literally the quickest, easiest, and like most flawless foundation I've ever tried. When I got into green beauty, it was definitely hard to find a foundation that worked for me. Now I do have a couple I really enjoy. I've tried some that are really bad as well though. But just like conventional beauty, there's some really good products out there and there's some really bad ones. But this foundation is obviously one of the good ones. Another great thing about this foundation is you can build it up to more coverage if you want to, and it doesn't pill on itself. It doesn't get any sort of like weird texture to it. Really great for building coverage. You can do it light, just like one layer I have on now, or you could build it up, which I'm going to do just for a little bit more coverage. My favorite thing about this foundation is just how skin-like it looks. It's honestly incredible. I don't even know how they did it. It's like magic formula right here. But no matter how much I put on, it like always looks like my skin, and it just feels so velvety, so beautiful. If you guys haven't tried this yet, please do. It's incredible. I feel like it'll work for any sort of skin type. It is oil based, but it doesn't feel oily. It literally feels like velvet, and it sets to a satin finish. So gorgeous. I love this. It's so versatile, like I said before, and I feel like it's just such a staple piece in my makeup collection, which is why I decided to pick it for my favorite of 2018. My favorite concealer of the year is a no-brainer. It's from Clove & Hollow. This is their Conceal and Correct Concealer. I wear the shade 02. I use this in basically every single makeup video I do because it's my favorite concealer. When I got into green beauty, I thought it was going to be really hard to find a concealer because when I used conventional beauty, that was like my #1 product that I could never just like find the right one, if that makes sense. I really like the Tarte Shape Tape. The Clove & Hollow concealer was the second concealer I ever tried in green beauty, and I haven't gone back since. This is my like second or third tube of it. It's so amazing. It gives you enough coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. It's more of like a medium coverage, but you could build it up. Doesn't like look weird on any sort of texture. Like, I don't have a ton of fine lines, but I do have texture under my eyes. So if I have a concealer that's like not the right formula, it just makes it look so bad. But this concealer is so good, and it stays on. If you set it with a powder, I don't have any problems with it slipping, sliding, or creasing, which is incredible for a concealer. My face looks really white right now. Huh, a little bit. This concealer is also super affordable, which makes it even better. Why do I feel like I literally look like a ghost right now? Is that just the lighting? or am I an actual ghost? So next up, my favorite setting powder of 2018. I actually don't have on hand right now because I finished it and I had a couple of other powders that I need to go through. But it is the 14E Cosmetics Aloe Nourish powder. I will link it below for you guys. That is my favorite powder. It looks so smooth and it's not drying. It's such a I don't even know how to describe the formula of it. It has aloe vera and I think bamboo silica as well. So it's really lightweight. It doesn't give any sort of extra color to the skin. I love how it makes my under eyes look. It smooths them out flawlessly, keeps oil at bay, it doesn't over dry the skin. Just a really beautiful powder. If you are looking for one, check that one out. The one I'm going to be using today is the Honest Beauty, what is this called? Invisible Blurring Loose Powder. I did just pick this up, so I'm going to use that in the place of that one. But the 14E Cosmetics one is my favorite one of the year. So I'm just setting my under eyes, and anywhere else I get oily. I also forgot to mention I showed you the Kosas foundation as my favorite foundation, but I also wanted to give you guys a powder option because I feel like powder foundation and liquid foundation are two totally different things. My favorite powder foundation is definitely the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation. I have the shade Cool One, which is way too light, but this is a beautiful foundation. I love layering this on top of any foundations for extra coverage, but you can use this on its own. It doesn't ever look cakey or emphasize texture. I feel like most powder foundations just end up looking really bad throughout the day and emphasize any sort of acne marks or dryness you have on your skin. But this one is so good. It's really lightweight and they have a ton of shades. They have cool, neutral, warm, olive, beige, and I think another one. They do a great shade range, so definitely check this one out if you need a good powder foundation. Next up is bronzer, which I definitely need in my life right now. Bronzer is also probably one of my favorite makeup products. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite type of makeup product is. I love bronzer and highlights. I just started getting into blush. I never used to wear blush, but now I kind of love it. My favorite bronzer is one that's new to me, but I love it so much that it's made it into this video. It's from Lila B. It's their Be Sun-Kissed Bronze Beauty Bronzer. I use this in my full face of first impressions of Lila B. The perfect shade. It has this lighter and darker shade. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but mixed together, the shade is just the perfect bronze. It's not too warm toned. It blends out beautifully. You can layer it for more pigment. Just such a beautiful product, and their packaging is one of my favorites. Totally recommend this bronzer. It's been my favorite ever since I got it, and I cannot stop using it. I definitely don't want to run out ever. I was gonna make this best of 2018 makeup video and just talk about the products, but I thought it'd be more fun to do a try on video because I know especially for makeup it's just really helpful to see people put products on their face and not just talk about them. So I thought that would be a cool idea. Lila B products in general and this bronzer are pretty pricey, but honestly they're worth it. Trust me, they're amazing. I can't get enough of this bronzer, and I love a lot of their other products as well. They're just so beautifully well made and effective. They perform great. I just can't say enough good things. Next, my favorite blush is another product from Lila B. It's their Be Lovely Divine Duo Lip and Cheek. This is a lip and cheek product. I mainly use it on my cheeks, but it's also beautiful on the lips. This is a cream blush, which I never thought would be my favorite because I was never really into cream blushes, let alone blush in general. This formula is incredible. I haven't tried anything like this. It is a cream, but it's super lightweight and velvety. It doesn't pick up on any sort of product. You can literally put it on 10 layers of powder and it wouldn't move the powder. I love using it with the Eco Tools mini sponge, just using the round end. It's super pigmented. It gives you a ton of color payoff and it doesn't fade throughout the day either, which is it's a game changer, guys. I love these. Totally recommend them. Obviously, I recommend everything in this video. But I definitely want to pick up some more shades of these. So if you guys have tried these, let me know your favorite shade so I can pick up another one. So for the highlight category, I haven't tried out a ton of clean highlights, to be honest with you guys. I just got into green beauty in 2018, so I didn't have a ton of products that I tried out. I have tried out a couple though, and my favorite out of everything I've tried so far is the Connie Beauty Prismatic Highlight. I got this in a Petit Vour box. This is also a relatively new product to me, but I just love it so much. It's a vegan cream highlight, which is so hard to find. It's a really pretty white gold shade. They also make a pink tone version of this, which I definitely want to try out next. But yeah, it's just so beautiful. It gives you that super glowy skin look, but it doesn't stick to your hair. If you know what I'm talking about, if you ever had a cream highlight and it sticks to your hair. It doesn't do that. It doesn't look too greasy. It's just a really pretty white gold reflect, and just a good highlight, you know? The shimmer in it isn't too chunky either. It's a really finely milled shimmer, which I enjoy. This also doesn't pick up on any product that's under it. I've tried a couple of other cream highlights and they like disrupt the makeup underneath them, which no one wants that. This one doesn't, so that's what makes it my favorite of the year. Alright, well, our base makeup is done. Those were all my face product favorites of the year. Now moving on to the eyes. The eyebrow product that's my favorite of this year was also a no-brainer for me. It's the Eco Brow. I have the shade Sharon, which is a taupe color. This is basically a replacement for what I used to use. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, which is basically the same thing. It's just a brow pomade. I usually like a pigmented pomade like this to do my brows. This one I feel like is better than the Anastasia one. The Anastasia one is a bit of a drier formula. It doesn't really like, it can look kind of weird and cakey at times, but this is like, it's weird to say a brow product is hydrating, but this is like a hydrating pomade. It makes my brow hairs look really shiny and healthy. It's super easy to work with and it stays in place. I've also had this jar for the longest time and I just like hit the bottom of it. So definitely a lot of bang for your buck. If you're looking for a good brow product, I definitely recommend the Eco Brow. I like this product as well because it's easy to get a natural look or like a really dramatic brow. It's really versatile. A lot of these products are my favorites because they're so versatile and you can use them in a lot of different ways, which makes a product worth the money for sure. The Eco Brow pomade's really easy to clean up as well. If you make any mistakes, like it's so emollient that you can just like wipe it away and it doesn't really disturb your makeup. So if you make a lot of brow mistakes like me, it's really easy to clean those up. I like this eyebrow 10 times better than this eyebrow. Like for some reason, hair does not grow in my arch, so it just ends up like a weird shape. If you guys have a favorite eyebrow, let me know in the comments below. I forgot to mention setting spray. My favorite is the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. This isn't made to set your makeup. It's kind of just like a hydrating toner, but I basically use this for everything. It's my favorite of all time. Super hydrating. It gives your skin a really dewy, fresh look. I like to use this before makeup and on top of my makeup, also in between steps if I feel like I'm looking a little cakey. Mist it on. This is the mini size. They also sell a 4-ounce size. This mini size I think is perfect if you just want to try it out and see how you like it. I know you guys will love it though, so if you haven't tried this product yet, please do. I love it so much. Just gonna mist this on. It smells really good too. If you don't like herbal scents, maybe not. It doesn't really, it smells like fruity almost. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not gonna try, but just trust me, it's good. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit more so you can see more in detail. So, BRB. For the eyeshadow category, I also haven't tried a ton of clean eyeshadows, or at least ones that were worth mentioning really. My favorite formulas of the year are definitely the Han Cosmetics, just called their eyeshadows. I have 2 shades here, Romance and Golden Glow. I'm not sure if they make any matte shades. I have 2 shimmers here. For my crease, I'm going to use the bronzer I mentioned earlier. Just because I don't have any matte clean eyeshadows that I currently like, I am testing out a couple. You'll see a review video soon on my channel. These are really beautiful and they're super pigmented and they're really affordable. So I'm just going in with the bronzer I mentioned. In my crease as a transition shade, honestly day to day I usually just use whatever bronzer I'm using as my crease shade anyway. Alright, let's see what shade I'm gonna use. I have Romance here, which is like, how rude. I have Romance here, which is like a pinky bronze. Pinky, why do I say that? It's like a pink bronze. And then I have Golden Glow, which is a golden glow. I'm gonna use Romance on my lid because I feel like I've done a lot of gold looks lately, so let's use this puppy. I'm gonna go on my fingers because I feel like they work best that way. And I'm just gonna pat it on my lid. Nothing too complicated. I also had another shade of these, but it did break. It was called Sunset, which was more of a pink tone of this one. This one's more of like a copper. It was more pink. It was super gorgeous. I got it in a Petit Vour box, but it did break on me. Rest in peace. That was it for the eyeshadow. Really simple. Next for my favorite eyeliner. Onto my favorite eyeliner. I know this technically isn't clean, but I just want to be honest with you guys. Like, this is what I've been using the whole year and it's my favorite. Haven't found a cleaner eyeliner that works for me yet. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in black. This has relatively better ingredients than most conventional makeup, so it's not horrible for your eyes. It is a safer choice if you have sensitive eyes. Really love this. It just has the perfect thin felt tip. If you guys know of any like clean beauty eyeliners that have, oh, it's not felt tip, it's brush tip. If you guys know of any clean beauty eyeliners that do have a brush tip that's really precise on them, totally let me know because I would love to try it. But I've tried a couple, I forgot what brands they were. I've tried a couple of clean beauty eyeliners and they just didn't stay on me. I do wing liner all the time, so I need a really precise, long-lasting liner, and I just haven't found one yet. I do really like this one from Physicians Formula though. I've been using this for like years and it's my favorite. It's also pretty affordable. I'm just going to go ahead and do a classic wing. Alright, wings look relatively similar, which is all that matters. Moving on to my favorite mascara of the year. Has to be the Pacifica Dream Big Mascara. This was like my first vegan, cruelty-free, clean mascara. I picked it up and it's really good. It does flake a tiny bit on me, but not nearly as bad as other formulas have flaked on me. Just gives you really long, defined, voluminous lashes. The wand on it is like adjustable, which I think is pretty cool. Like this is the longest setting and this is the like shorter version of it. But yeah, this is a really beautiful mascara. If you have sensitive eyes, this is good as well. Good ingredients, not bad for your eyes. It never gets clumpy on my lashes, even if I do a couple coats. Just gives you really slick lashes. The formula on it is thinner so it doesn't like clump up. It's good. It's a good one. And it's affordable, available at Target. Like if that happens to you way too often. It does to me. Alright guys, mascara is complete. Now on to my last favorite of 2018, which is a lip product. It's the Axology Lip Crayon in the shade Enduring. This is the only shade I've tried of these, but the formula on these is, that was a weird noise. The packaging on these is also stunning. I like how portable they are as well. I've heard good things about their like regular lipsticks as well, but I love these. If you guys have tried their lip crayons, let me know your favorite shade because I totally need to get more of them. I only have this one shade. I'm not sure if this is still on Petit Vour's website, but they actually sell I think it's called like their Go for Glow bundle or something like that, but they have the Axology Lip Crayon, the Connie Highlight, they have a brow pencil, and then an Osea like rollerball oil for 50 bucks, which is a really good value. I think it's like $101 value. You get to choose between Enduring and then another shade, so if you guys were interested in either of these, I would totally check that bundle out. I'll link it below for you guys. But let me stop rambling and I will put this lipstick on for you guys. They smell really good too, like oranges maybe? Really just like light fruity. Also I do have a favorite lip liner. It's the Red Apple Lipstick Liner, I think in nude. Whatever the nude shade is called, that one's my favorite, but I got it and then I lost it like a couple weeks after, which is annoying. I filmed with it and it's like gone. Maybe it's under my dresser or something. I'll have to look for it, but those are really good formulas and they're like great if you have a gluten sensitivity. They're vegan, cruelty-free, all that jazz. I also wanted to give a mention to the Clove & Hollow Lip Cream in the shade, this is the wrong shade. The Clove & Hollow Lip Cream in the shade Desert Rose. This is like the perfect pink nude shade. These are really hydrating as well and don't accentuate any sort of dry patches I have on my lips. I'm going to put this on the center of my lips just for ha-has. Alright guys, that was all for my favorite clean beauty products of 2018. I had a blast making this video and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, ring that bell, comment below one of your favorite beauty products from 2018. I think that would be fun to do, so that way the comments are just filled with really good product recommendations. If you have any questions for me, feel free to drop them below as well. Follow me on my socials. Dirt Naturals is my Instagram and dirtnaturals.com is my blog. Both will be linked in the description. Along with everything I talked about in this video, all details will be below, so be sure to check that description box out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in my next video.